Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you all had a lovely midterm. Today is Monday, the 22nd of February. First up, boys and girls, it's time for your phonics lesson. So, senior infants, first of all, I'd like you to click this link and watch the video. This week, you are learning the special friend. The I and R come together to make an sound, as in stir. Then I want you to open up your Over the Moon on page 78. First of all, if you write today's date, 22.2, lots of 2's in today's date. And activity A, ring the pictures that have the sound. Circle, circle. Does it have the sound? Yes, it does. Remember, if a picture does not have the sound, cross it out, please. In activity B, you have to trace all of your IR special friends that are coming together to make the sound. Then you read each word out loud and match it to its picture. This one is stir. And where do I see a picture of stir? I see the chef stirring the mixture, just like you did, boys and girls, last week with your pancake mix. Activity C, you have to look at each picture and write the word. This is a girl. 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 Then at the bottom of the page, you underline all of your special friends and read your paragraph out loud, please. Best of luck, boys and girls. Next up, boys and girls, is your spell well. Please open up page 44 in your spell well. This week, we are continuing with initial blends. Remember, initial blends just means two letters that come together at the beginning of a word. They are not a special friend because they each have their own sound. They just blend together nicely. Your initial blend today is k and r blending together to make cr, cr, cr. Do you hear how the k and r blend to make cr, cr, cr? So let's sound out our first word. K, r, a, b. Crab. What type of a word is crab, boys and girls? Is it a person? Is it a place? Is it an animal? Yes, it is an animal, so color it yellow, please. Next word. Crib. Crib. The word rib is hidden in crib. A crib is like a cot, boys and girls. It's a place where a baby sleeps. So, what type of word is it? Well, it's a place or a thing, so it's a noun. Color it yellow, please. Finally, crop. 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 Crop has two meanings, boys and girls. A crop is like the wheat or the corn that the farm has planted. Or it can also mean to cut something or to trim it. So if you ever take a photo, boys and girls, do you see where the option is on your phone to crop it? That means to cut little pieces off the outsides. So it can be two types of words. It can be a noun, because it's a thing that a farmer plants, or it can be a doing word. It could be meaning to cut something. So color it half yellow and half red, please. Remember to practice writing your words here, and remember small letters small, tall letters tall, and long letters long. Then in activity B, you have to unjumble these letters to make sense. They are words from your word list. So the first one would be D, R, A, P, drop. Best of luck, boys and girls. Our poem this month is swimming. So let's learn the first two lines together. Swimming in the water, cool and bright. I kick my feet with all my might. One more time. Swimming in the water, cool and bright. I kick my feet with all my might. Practice that now in your own time, boys and girls. Anis bucali agus Colini tá sé an am don Gaelga. In you, I want you to listen and watch Buana Kainta on Telefish Ceach the Hain. So click the link and watch our video. Then I want you to try and practice the phrases that were in the video. Repeat after me. Senior infants, you only have to try and say the first three. First class, I want you to try and practice reading the whole story. Now I know it might seem like a lot, but believe it or not, you've actually done all of these words and phrases already over the past 2 months. Okay. Bhí na páistí sa seomra sí. Repeat after me. Bhí na páistí sa seomra sí. Your turn. Iver dó. Bhí mommy agus daddy ina sí an tulloch. Repeat after me. Bhí mommy agus daddy ina sí an tulloch. Your turn. Bhí siad ag féachaint an telefís. Repeat after me. Bhí siad ag féachaint an telefís. Your turn. Iver a cathair. Bhí lampa sa chúine. Repeat after me. Bhí lampa sa chúine. Iver a cuaig. Bhí bláthanna an mórd. Repeat after me. Bhí bláthanna an mórd. Your turn. Iver a sé. Bhí níamh ina sí an tulloch freisin. Repeat after me. Bhí níamh ina sí an tulloch freisin. Your turn. Iver a seacht. Bhí radio ag níamh. Repeat after me. Bhí radio ag níamh. Iver a hocht. Bhí níamh ag éisteacht leis an radio. Repeat after me. Bhí níamh ag éisteacht leis an radio. Your turn. Iver a né. Bhí Oisín agus Liam ina sí an talamh. Repeat after me. Bhí Oisín agus Liam ina sí an talamh. And iver a de. Bhí siad ag imirt cluiche an ríomhara. Repeat after me. Bhí siad ag imirt cluiche an ríomhara. Your turn. Well done, boys and girls. Boys and girls, next week is Engineers Week in the whole of Ireland. So just like every year, you're going to have a STEM challenge. Remember, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and maths. And your challenge this year is to design and make a boat. And make sure that your boat can float. Test it to see if it can move in the water. I want you to see, can it move in the water when you blow wind or air at it? So just air from your mouth or by blowing through a straw. You can challenge yourself even further to create an obstacle course for your boat to move through. Watch this video to learn more about our STEM challenge for Engineers Week this year. I've also uploaded a PowerPoint that would explain everything in more detail. But just briefly, here are some ideas of materials and things you can use to make your boat at home. Here they've just used sponges to make their boats with lollipop sticks and paper sails. Here they've used corks and elastic bands, cocktail sticks and pieces of foam. Here they've used old fruit peels. I think this is a melon peel, and I think it looks like a straw or maybe a cocktail stick, and a cut out piece of paper for the sail. Here they've used straws all stuck together. Here they've used lollipop sticks, and here they've used 2 old plastic bottles. So you can make these boats from leftover junk material at home. You have all week to complete this challenge, and please just send me in the photos or videos of whatever boats you've created on Friday, please. I can't wait to see what you create, boys and girls. This week, boys and girls, in maths, we are doing revision. We're going back over things that we've already learned. So, today, boys and girls and senior infants, you're going to be revising your story of 5 and 6. I want you to watch these videos about the number 5 and ways to make 5, and the number 6 and ways to make 6. When you have watched those videos, I want you to then write your stories in 5 and 6, just like we do in class. Remember to make sure your numbers are facing the right way. Send me a photo of your maths when you're done. Remember, boys and girls, I'll give you an example of our first number 5 number sentence. So number 1, 0 plus 5 makes 5. That's one way I can make 5. Then I'll just do my number pair. I'll swap my 2 numbers around, and it's 5 plus 0 makes 5. I'll do one more here to help you remember. Next, I'm going to see what I add to 1 to make 5. 1 plus 4 makes 5. And then I just swap my numbers around, and I've got 4 plus 1 makes 5. You're all well used to doing this in class, so I hope you still remember. But when you watch these videos, ways to make 5 and ways to make 6, you should remember and be able to do it on your own. Best of luck, boys and girls. Next up, senior infants, you are going to be reading Tom on the Team. You're going to be reading from the cover up until page 8. Here you have some special words that are in your book. Sports, shop, team, hurling, slitter, over, and jitters. The tricky words that will be in this story are could, should, would, right, and to. Your special friend sounds that will be in this story are ow, oi, you, and Before we begin reading, boys and girls, I want you to look at the cover. Who do you think is in the story? What do you think is happening? On the next few slides, I have the rest of the pages of Tom on the Team. I want you to read these out loud to somebody in your family on your own, please. I hope you enjoyed the story, boys and girls. Now, boys and girls, after you've finished reading those pages, I want you to answer these 5 questions orally. Number 1, who was in the setting of the story? Number 2, where were they? Remember, where questions are looking for places as the answer. Number 3, what were they doing? Number 4, what phrase means the same as being nervous? And number 5, what was the problem in the story?